I shared with the Archbishop before that I fell in love with Jesus in 1994. What I didn't tell him was that for a long time I was really afraid to think too deeply about it, because I was afraid that my heart and mind wouldn't come together. And it wasn't until I did the Alpha course back in Zimbabwe that my heart and mind married each other. And so I couldn't recommend it more if you're at that place. But I just want to hear very briefly from Philomena, who is going to tell you a bit more about the Alpha course.
Oh, I hope you can hear me. Such a pleasure to be here tonight, and I just wanted to briefly tell you a little bit something about the Alpha course, because tonight is all about big questions, and my big questions actually took place back in the summer of 2006 when my mother was very poorly with cancer. Unfortunately, she had a bad reaction to the chemotherapy that she was taking, and she was taken into hospital. I was told that she didn't have long to live. And for the very first time since I was a teenager, I got down on my knees that evening and I prayed to God and I asked for his help. Now, amazingly, the following morning, I went to the hospital and they told me that during the night, my mum had started to respond to the medication and she improved. Now, I knew that night that my questions had been answered and my prayers had been answered, but I wanted to know more about this God who answers prayer, and I wanted to know more about life after death. So I started going to my local church, and I saw the sign that was up for Alpha, and I wanted to ask, but I was too nervous to go on my own. So I asked my friend to come with me, and she did, and we went every week. We had a meal together, we watched a video, and we asked our questions. And during week 3, when we heard about why did Jesus die, I felt something move inside of me, because those questions that I wanted answered were starting to be. And a few weeks later, I invited Jesus into my life for the first time through our prayer during the Holy Spirit weekend. Alpha is so important to me, and I believe it's important for everyone. It's not just a course, it's about connection. It's about connection with one another through the small groups, through the videos that you watch, and through the connection you make at the meal times. It's about connection with the church as you learn more about the Bible, about prayer, and about the Christian faith. But ultimately, it's the connection that you make between you and God as you are allowed to invite God into that personal relationship with you during the course. So I've done a few Alphas over the years, and I would thoroughly recommend Alpha. And this coming Thursday here at St. John's, we're starting our Alpha course. It's going to be online and in person. And I know that throughout the deanery and in your leaflets, there are many other churches that are also offering Alpha. So if you've never done Alpha before, or if you've done it previously and you'd like to reconnect, please do sign up for a course, and please bring along a friend. Because it's always during those evenings that you can ask those questions, the questions that we've been asking this evening. You're not made to feel embarrassed, it's non-judgmental, and it's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Philomena. She was too humble to say she's leading the course.